You are not required to actually show proof of fund. It does not require so many qualifications. Regions like Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island. This program is opening in January 2025. Hi beautiful people, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if it's your first time here, my name is Aine, and on this channel I make amazing immigration related videos. So if you would like stuff like that, please join the family. Click the subscribe button below, give this video a big thumbs up, and share with your friends and family who would find this very helpful. So today I'm going to be talking about the AIP program, which is known as Atlantic Immigration Pilot Program. Now, this program is opening in January 2025. That's why this video is actually very timely. So you can have some time to look through the requirements and see if you qualify, and if you do, well, you should not wait. You should go right into applying. Now, you may be wondering, what are the benefits of this program and why am I talking about it? Well, this program is one of the easiest, most straightforward pathways to getting PR in Canada. Yes, because documentation for this pathway is very streamlined, very straightforward. It does not require so many qualifications like a whole lot of other PR pathways to Canada. And this pathway focuses on 4 major provinces, which are the Atlantic regions in Canada. Now, let me give you a bit of an overview of what Atlantic regions are. Now, these are the regions that are like closer to the coast, okay? These are the regions that are far off away from central Canada. Regions like Nova Scotia, we have Newfoundland, New Brunswick, and finally we have Prince Edward Island. Now, these seem to be the least desirable provinces for a lot of people migrating to Canada. And one of the reasons could be that it is far from everything. And secondly, the weather seems to be more extreme. This AIP program was basically brought into place to encourage people to settle in these provinces, because by default most people tend to tilt towards other provinces like Ontario, Toronto, Alberta, and others. Okay, so if you are one of those people who feel like you are okay living in these provinces, you've done your research and you feel like, oh, I just want to find a pathway to Canada, I don't mind whether it's cold, I don't mind if it's far from the main central Canada, I'm just okay in Canada, then this is definitely for you. Now, another beautiful benefit of this pathway is the fact that when you are in Canada, you are not required to actually show proof of fund. So if you can prove that you have a valid work permit in Canada, then you do not need to show proof of fund. Likewise, if you're a student or you have a 2-year degree from Canada, you do not need to show work experience because that covers for you. But if you're outside of Canada, all you need is a 1-year work experience in the field that you are going to be applying through. Now, in order to make sure that you guys get the full details and everything you need to know about this pathway, I'm going to be taking you guys straight to the website, okay, where you can see every single detail you need to know. I would also be leaving the link in the description so you can go right there to check it out yourself after watching this video. So guys, let's get right into it. So guys, on my screen you can see clearly, immigrate through the Atlantic Immigration Program. These are the steps required to actually successfully apply and travel to Canada through this pathway. The first thing you want to do is to get a job offer. And how do you get a job offer? There are some designated employers in these 4 provinces that are part of the AIP program, meaning that they have been designated to bring in foreign workers through this pathway. So in order for you to actually qualify, you need to make sure that you secure an employment, okay? Secure a job offer from any of these employers. It has to be from the designated employers. Now, the job offer must be from New Brunswick, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and the job offer must meet all these requirements. It must be a job offer that is full-time. It must not be a seasonal job offer, okay? In general, this means that you have consistent and regular scheduled paid employment throughout a year, okay? Now, the job offer must be for a job that you are able to perform and are likely to accept and carry out the job duties. Then, for the NOC 2021 tier 0123 category, the employer must be offering you a job that will last at least 1 year from the time you become a permanent resident. And if your NOC tier category is from tier 4 and below, then the job offer must be offering you a permanent employment. That is, there is no set date for this employment to end. Now, if you're confused about what the NOC is and what the tier is for occupation, feel free to click on any of these links. But for context, the NOC tier category 0 to 3 often represent the higher job categories, which are the skilled job categories. Okay, so we have occupations in management, accountancy, we have occupations like cooks, like chefs, bakers, we have butchers, those kinds of occupations. Those occupations fall under 0 to 3 NOC tier categories. Now we're looking at NOC tier 4 category and below. We're looking at jobs like caregiver roles, care assistant roles, and those kinds of jobs. Okay, now like I said, all you want to do is go straight to this link, click on these links. Okay, then you can see the full details of all the jobs in each category, so you know where your job falls under. The job offer cannot be from a company where you, the applicant, or your spouse or common law partner are a majority owner. So in case your husband or your wife happens to be residing in Canada and they have a business, well, you cannot, as the spouse, apply through that business. Okay, even if it is on the AIP program. The job must be at the same skill level as or higher than the work experience that qualified you for the job. So meaning that you need to be qualified in terms of your academics. Like if the job requires you to have a bachelor's degree, you cannot apply if you have only an OND or a HND or a school certificate. So you must qualify or even be overqualified for the job to actually qualify to apply for this. Okay, I'm going to leave this link in the description so you guys can go check it out. So guys, start gathering your documents for permanent resident application early. You should start getting your documents ready early to avoid delays when you apply for permanent residence in Atlantic Canada, because this pathway actually takes a while. It takes, I think, from 6 to 8 months depending on when you're applying. Okay, because these application times often change, so just bear in mind that you might have to wait 6 to 8 months to get a response. But the good thing is that this is one of the pathways that has the highest acceptance rates, as long as you have submitted every necessary document. Okay, now you're going to be required to submit a language test. In this test, you must score at least a CL before, and for IELTS, if that's what you're taking, you will be required to score 4, 4, 4, 4 on those tests. And I think a couple of those areas you can actually score 3.5. But to be safe, gone for like 5, so that if you're lower than 5, then you're still within a safe range. Okay. Then for your ECA, which is your educational credential assessment, if you studied outside Canada, you must get one. Okay, and the popular one is WES, which is West. So you can go online and do a quick search, west.org, www.west.org, and you can get valuable information about how to get this done. Now, mind you, this process takes a while, so start early, okay, before this program actually closes. For proof of fund, when you arrive in Canada, you need enough money to support yourself and your family. So you would need to get some kind of proof of fund. So for you to know the exact amount, feel free to click on this link, okay, to get the exact value that you need for yourself and for every single accompanying family member. Now, if you're already living and working in Canada with a valid work permit, you do not need to show proof of funds, which is really good, because a lot of these pathways, even if you're already working, you kind of need to show proof of fund. After you get a job offer from a designated employer, you need to get a settlement plan. A settlement plan will help you and your family adjust to the new home in Atlantic Canada. It will provide you with the useful resources and contacts to help you feel welcome in your new community. These plans are free, so don't get scammed, okay? If you're already in Canada, you must work with a settlement service provider organization in the region where you'll be working. The designated employer can help you find one, okay? If you're outside Canada, there are several settlement service provider organizations in Canada you can contact. Check with your designated employer for recommendations. The last and final step is to get your certificate of endorsement. After you have your settlement plan, the province must endorse your job offer. Your employer will handle this process, so you don't have to worry, okay? This is strictly for your employer. They understand this process as they are already designated employers on the AIP program, so they know what to do. Do not submit your permanent resident application until you have confirmed with the employer that your offer has been endorsed. When you get a job offer from outside of Canada, considering that the application for PR takes a while, you can actually apply for a work permit that permits you to work on that job while you wait for your application to be processed. This is an LMIA exempt work permit. So once you're able to secure a job, you can move to Canada immediately before your PR application is approved. I hope that this was helpful to you. If you do have questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Every useful link that you need is in the description box. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button below. Give this video a big thumbs up and share with your friends and family. who will find value in this. And until my next video, guys, stay kind and stay blessed. Bye.